Digital und real. Digitale Begegnung von echten Menschen mit dem echten Gott.
Thank you for Simon for the presentation. Thank you for everybody for joining this special and I will say unique conference in Europe. I'm looking for years to found something like this. And today I would like to present from formal training education, how this can be used in training leaders for churches and for mission. I will try to put on the screen the PowerPoint in order to you to see and hope to understand me better. I am from Romania and like some of you, this is the second language for me. English is the second language for me, but I hope I will communicate and well, and you will understand. I will try to put the PowerPoint here in our presentation. You already understand. I will talk about two aspects of the topic, advantages and challenges when we integrate theological technology, in our training. The PowerPoint I will try to share now. Sorry. Try to see where is the PowerPoint, but I will start my presentation, in fact, talking about my journey to using technology for training leaders. And my experience, it's quite interesting. In 2005, with a group of Romanian leaders, we tried to train more and more leaders in Romania and prepare different conferences. The conferences brought together over 500 leaders in Romania. And for the first time, we faced the challenge to connect, to prepare our training materials, but what we faced was this. I was in Constanța, one other colleague was in Galați, one in Cluj and Timișoara and other places. How we can connect, how we can work together in the same time for prepare the training material. That was in 2005, and we found a solution, and the solution was Skype. And we connect on Skype, and connecting on Skype, we work on that. It was strange for me how to work together to a material, but how we can work together to a material when we are in different places and we are not in same place. Was strange how to talk on these topics in same time but not overlap. And was very interesting for me, all this experience. That was the first experience I had, and this experience put me in the place where I understand we can do something online, prepare training the leaders using online, but it's really a challenge, especially the people on my age, to use this technology for training leaders. The second experience I had was in 2012 when I was invited to plant a church, to help a church to be planted, a Romanian church in Florence, Italy. The leaders, the core group of leaders, asked me to train them. But how I will do this? I'm in Romania, they are in Italy. How I will do this? And they came with a strange idea. We can do something. And I said, what? And they said to me, we will buy you a phone. You will buy a SIM card, and through the phone, we will have a training, weekly training. And was interesting. They connect their phone through a speaker, and I spoke through the phone, and we've done Bible study for almost 3 months weekly using phone. Sure, you will say, yeah, but I think already technology development very much in that time. Yeah, but these people was not able to provide a different means for training. Going further, in 2008, I visited U.S. and in my visit to U.S., one of the professor there who helped us with translation, he was a Romanian professor, asked me, "Do you like to teach online?" I say, "What this mean to teach online? How is possible to teach online?" And from 2010 until 2020. I was involved in teaching at Liberty University, online, teaching some classes there, equipping leaders through academic online programs. And I discovered not just the non-formal side of online or digital, teaching digital for non-formal, but also I discovered in the formal education, academical education, how we can teach using online. I became the leader of my school online program in my school in 2013, and I leading and put together entire structure of an online program for my school, and also I developed other programs, academical programs online. But currently I am member of the Higher Education Accreditation Committee in Romania in this field of online higher education programs. I'm working with them to assessment the programs in higher education in Romania. Some conclusions. Leaders can be trained remotely through digital technologies. This is the first conclusion. A lot of questions I received during my journey. Is possible to be trained leaders, missionaries using digital technology, or let's say communication, internet, all this means for training leader? Yes, I'm confident. Leaders can be trained through digital technology. Second conclusion, leadership training is not only about technology, it's about passion for God's mission. I know we are focused more on technology, but the main point here is not about technology. Technology is a means. It's a mean to accomplish a goal, and the goal is God's mission. We are in God's mission here on the earth, and the church serve this purpose, serve to glorify God and serve God's mission here on the earth. This means is not about technology. If we have a passion for God and for His mission, we will find means to teach others and to evangelize others. What are the advantages of online training program for church leaders? I discovered 5, and I briefly go through these five advantage. Training multi-site leaders together. It's a blessing. We have students from Romania, students from Italy, students from Spain, students from United States. In the same time, we can train leaders from different places, for multiple places. We are in one place, but teaching leaders from different places. It's not need to buy a ticket for flying one place, but we can teach simultaneous the leaders in this in training for the ministry. Second, the second advantage of using technology and digital for training, it's integrated learning. The learning, it's not outside my life. The learning and the teaching, it's coming in my life, in my personal life, spiritual life, and professional life. The training will not disconnect you from your environment, from your community relations where God put you, but the training will come to you. You will not go to a training place. The training will come to you. Also, will reduce logistic cost. Some people say the education, online education, it's cheap. I disagree with this. The online education is not cheap, but it's reducing some logistics costs for accommodation, transportation, and so on. Fourth, online training help us to accelerate multiplication of leaders. Will help us to accelerate this multiplication of leaders. We need more leaders. And when I'm using the word leader and leaders, I'm talking about all different kind of leaders, pastor, missionaries, evangelists, all kind of leaders. The online will help us to accelerate multiplication of leaders, but also online will help us to develop the digital and missionary skills. When somebody study online using digital technology, not just he will not benefit just the content, from the content. He will not benefit from the training, but also he will learn how this experience can be multiplied, and indirectly he will become a missionary in the digital space. What challenges are involved in training leaders through digital means? I mentioned 5: technological, linguistic and cultural, pedagogical, organizational, and also theological and spiritual. Technological challenges, sure, are some technological challenges. Not all regions of the world have good internet connection. Not all training participants have access to adequate devices. Not every training provider has the financial resource to ensure educational platforms. But also our linguistic and cultural challenges. I will refer to some of these. The need to establish a common language of instruction, usually English, different level of language skills among participants, and so on. Pedagogical challenges. Some of the pedagogical challenges. Many teachers, trainers teach using methods similar to those in traditional education without specific adaptations for the online environment. Not all teachers possess sufficient digital skill necessary for the effective delivery of the course, but also organizational challenges. Coordinating participants from different countries and time zone, difficult in establish a common schedule for conducting the courses. Theological and spiritual challenges. Mindset. Are some doubts about whether spiritual leaders can be effectively trained at a distance, since Jesus and apostle mentoring mainly face-to-face. Practice. Training involves not only teaching, but also guiding application. Distance make this harder and more dependent on the learner. These are some challenges in the area of theological and spiritual formation and spiritual area. Despite the challenges, training leaders through digital means is possible and can be effective. The digital world needs digital missionary, especially trained for this ministry. The digital world needs digital missionary, especially trained for this ministry. Thank you very much.
Danke für dein Interesse. Digital und Real ist der Podcast der Region Digital von der Allianz-Mission. Alle Informationen unter allianzmission.de/regiondigital.